Technology in the NFL has been improving massively in the last years. From robotic training devices to virtual reality that elevates viewer experience, these are the 10 wildest NFL gadgets. Recognize this guy? As a wide receiver, his job is simply to catch a pass made by a quarterback. But he's actually so bad at catching that he's made the list as the most fumbles made by a wide receiver.
On the 26, he'll get a shot at it. Whoa!
This happens because he usually catches using his palms instead of his fingertips, which makes it easier for the ball to slip. So this brand, Skills, came up with a genius idea to create a training tool to help wide receivers exactly with that problem. It's called Skills Great Catch, and it's actually so useful that you'd be surprised by how it works.
Now when a ball comes in, if we don't get our fingertips on it, the ball's going to touch those and probably fall out.
So this gadget has a rounded shape that is placed on your palm so that when you catch a ball, it won't stay on your palm, and instead you'd have to grip it with your fingers, which will train you to develop a proper catching technique. The finger sleeves have rubberized microballs that create space between the hand and the ball. This helps to improve hand strength and control, which is essential for making difficult catches. Receivers who use the Skills Great Catch will be able to catch the ball more consistently, making more difficult catches, and ultimately help their team win more games. This device is definitely one of the best for receiver training, but that's nothing compared to this next one. Meet Wilson X Pro Connected Football, and what it does will blow your mind. This football is designed specifically to help quantify and compare quarterback performance objectively, without determining who to draft or who will be the best starter in the future. But how do you even do that? Well, this football contains a private area chip that picks up metrics about the quarterback's throw, including timing, spin, and distance. But that's not even the best part. What makes it a game changer is the catapult device, which includes a positioning sensor and accelerometers. This technology calculates the quarterback's location, velocity, and other metrics. You might be thinking that this technology could replace the eye test, but it actually fortifies it and provides a more objective understanding of quarterback play. Wow, this device could really change the quarterback game in the next decade. But what this next gadget does is 5 times more impressive. This is the Robotic Dummy, a training device made specifically to reduce concussions in training.
Tackling dummies developed by Dartmouth College. It's the latest experiment in simulating football moves without player safety risk.
It also was literally made in the last 5 years, so it uses a more modern and advanced technology system. For example, it can be controlled by using a remote control like it's a drone. Not to mention, it can be programmed to move in various ways, simulating different running styles and jukes that players might encounter during a game. The speed and power can also be adjusted to match the skill level of the player using it. So even if you're a complete beginner, you could definitely give it a try. But trying out this next gadget will be twice as amazing, because it serves a purpose that exceeds beyond just training. Now, apparently the issue of concussions and head injuries not only happens in training, but also in official game matches, which is why a lot of efforts are being made to address this concern. One of those is by creating technologically advanced helmets.
No need for air bladders, but virtually unlimited customization.
The newest NFL helmets have liquid shock absorbers within the helmet structure to significantly reduce the force of impacts by up to a third compared to conventional helmets. The helmets also come with multi-layered liners made of various materials like high-density foam, plastic, and fluid bladders, each layer managing a different range of impact forces to absorb and disperse the energy more efficiently. This way, the effect of collisions are significantly lowered because these lines help in disturbing the impact energy. Furthermore, these helmets are adjustable. They have these inflatable liners that conform to the player's head shape for a more secure fit, which reduces helmet movement during impact. Lastly, these helmets give players and coaches data on collision impacts, specifically the severity and the location of the impacts. This is possible because they have these sensor integration systems attached onto the helmets. Its main use is to monitor impacts during training and games by providing valuable insights for concussion diagnosis, which will be helpful in creating safer and more efficient training protocols. I never imagined technology had advanced as much in our beloved sport, which is why this next gadget's features didn't surprise me, even though it's a lot more futuristic. This is the Q Collar, and it aims to reduce one of the biggest issues that the NFL faces.
The Q Collar makes me feel like I have the advantage on the field. Makes me feel like I have an extra layer of defense that most guys don't have.
Concussions are such a major problem in the NFL that more and more devices and gadgets are being introduced each year to minimize this issue. This Q Collar device is what the NFL athletes wear around their neck during games that provides an extra layer of protection for the brain beyond what a helmet offers. How it works is as simple as it looks. It applies gentle pressure to the jugular veins, which can slightly increase blood volume in the head. This pressure is believed to help reduce the movement of the brain inside the skull upon impact, potentially mitigating some of the forces that can lead to concussions. This device has been a vital part of many NFL players, that even some of them admitted that they can't come on the field without it. This gadget is definitely cool and all, but I just wish it was as cool as this next one. Do you find it frustrating when a game that where you're watching is entirely ruined by bad referee decisions? Well, those often occur because the cameras aren't good enough to clearly capture close call moments with high accuracy, which leads to controversies. Thankfully, the NFL found a gadget that erases this exact problem.
Houses the camera and provides pan and tilt movement, and includes a lens remote which controls focus, zoom and irising.
So there's this company known as Hawkeye, and it specializes in sports officiating technology widely used in tennis and cricket to determine whether the ball is in or out of play. So the NFL sees the potential in this company, and in 2021 they decided to partner up to create a whole new officiating system that is very handy. So in this system, multiple high-definition cameras are all placed around the stadium. And then their synchronized multi-angle replay technology, or SMART system, will synchronize the video feeds from all these cameras. Then a certain software will be used to analyze these videos simultaneously, creating a 3D presentation of the play. So with this system, replay officials can view the same play from multiple synchronized angles and speed up the review process, which is massive because the old technology is quite time-consuming. The 3D representation generated by the software can aid in determining close calls, such as touchdowns or fumbles. Considering how much this system has revolutionized the game, I guess we can all say goodbye to controversies. Now, these cameras only give you a view from certain points of the stadium, but have you ever imagined how cool it would be if you could watch the game from various viewpoints? All kinds of advancements are constantly being explored in order to improve players and games' performance, but it doesn't only limit to that. Yes, I'm talking about improvements for the fan experience. In 2016, Microsoft introduced this amazing gadget called HoloLens. Which is made specifically to create a whole new viewing experience for the fans. So let's get it like this. Usually, you would turn on your TV to watch NFL games, right? But with HoloLens, you can watch the game using this futuristic headset. It unravels many possibilities beyond your usual TV broadcast, which include mixed reality overlays that give you in-depth information on players' stats, instant replays, and other game information being projected right onto your table. But that's not even the craziest part. These headsets also give you 3D holograms of the players so you can see their athleticism and skills from a different perspective. But there's a huge problem. You see, creating this high-end technological product is just not easy. And with our current resources, it's just almost impossible to create such a gadget. So unfortunately, in the last few years, the HoloLens haven't made any significant progress. And it's safe to say that it's a flop. That's a shame, but this next one is guaranteed to give you the best fan experience you could ever think of. This is Zebra technology, and it enhances the fan experience and fuels fantasy football.
The NFL selected Zebra as its official on-field player tracking provider.
The NFL sought out next-generation technology to give players a digital voice. That's why they partnered up with Zebra Technologies and its MotionWorks sports solution. This technology has been in use for nearly a decade, and it tracks every player, team, and game each week, providing data on player speed, distance traveled, and acceleration to coaches, teams, and fans. These insights are definitely beneficial to many parties, including broadcasters, media partners, and coaching staff. Zebra's real-time location data also gives industries like hospitals, factories, warehouses, and stores a whole new advancement by optimizing the movement of goods, equipment, and people. With this, deep, real-time insights and innovative strategies are no longer limited to the field, but are everywhere and beyond. As crazy as it sounds, it's nowhere near as crazy as this next one. Meet player perspective views.
Under. Oh, my bad.
For most of us watching a game from a TV broadcast or stadium viewpoint, our experience definitely doesn't match that of the players, which is why the NFL is exploring possibilities that can enable us to see the game exactly from the player's point of view. Imagine experiencing the thrill of a touchdown catch or the intensity of a defensive play from the player's perspective. This technology could revolutionize how fans watch and engage with the game. What's even cooler is that it would be very useful for enhanced coaching and analysis. Seeing the game from a player's perspective can provide valuable insights for coaches. They can analyze plays from the player's viewpoint, understanding their decision-making process, and identify areas for improvement. But you might be asking, how would this even be possible? Well, the first approach is by using camera-equipped helmets. Special helmets with small, high-definition cameras could capture players' view of the game. The only challenge would be ensuring players' safety and comfort with the added weight and bulk of the camera. Another approach is by using augmented reality overlays. This approach wouldn't be directly capturing the player's view, but could overlay data and visualizations onto a traditional broadcast, giving viewers a sense of what a player might be seeing during a play. During broadcasts, AR overlays could highlight receiving targets, defensive schemes, and passing lanes from the quarterback's perspective, giving viewers a better understanding of the play's development. What makes it different from camera-equipped helmets is that AR technology is more readily available and less intrusive. Man, once these are implemented, it's literally gonna be crazy. Like, imagine seeing exactly what Patrick Mahomes is seeing when he makes his gorgeous passes for a teammate's touchdown, then celebrating it with the whole coaching crew. That'd be a game changer for sure, but does it even compare to this next gadget? These are fan jerseys, and they serve as another way to maximize your viewing experience as fans. These are developed exactly so that you can feel the certain thrilling atmosphere during games. How this works is that they put tiny vibrating motors into the jersey fabric that will reenact with a haptic response to exciting moments in the game. So imagine this, you're watching your favorite team playing their most important game ever, and in the very last second of the game, your favorite player puts your team ahead with a late game winning touchdown. When that happens, your fan jersey would match the vibrations of the players, giving a whole nother level of experience. Imagine how insane that would be. Honestly, that'd be the best invention ever.